Today I will teach you how to make this delicious mango layered dessert that's perfect for any occasion. You won't believe that one slice has only 345 calories and contains 25 grams of protein. It is made of 4 different layers: graham crackers, vanilla pudding, fresh mango, and yogurt mousse. All of these are made from scratch using simple ingredients. Start by making the pudding layer. You will need 1 liter of milk in total, but first pour around 3/4 of it into a saucepan. I measure with a scale, but feel free to use your own measurement tool. Pour the remaining milk into a mixing bowl and add 80 grams of cornstarch. Stir well until the cornstarch is dissolved. Now you're going to add 2 scoops of whey protein powder and whisk until there are no lumps. This might not be possible for you, as every protein powder is different, but don't worry, you can still use a blender to get a smooth texture. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, then add a sweetener of choice. I used 4 drops of liquid stevia and mix to incorporate. So, as you can see, my mixture isn't smooth and has some lumps because of the protein powder. I will quickly blend it for just about 5 seconds to get rid of the lumps. Do not overmix it because you don't want to end up with a foamy mixture. Heat up the milk to a boiling point. Keep stirring throughout the whole time so it doesn't start burning. Once the milk is boiling, you're quickly going to lower the heat to medium and add the other mixture. It's very important that you keep mixing it continuously. You will feel how it's starting to thicken up and get a pudding-like texture. Be patient and don't increase the heat too high, as it can curdle. As soon as you get this consistency, turn off the heat and transfer into a bowl. Don't worry if you see some lumps in the pudding. Just let it chill at room temperature and we will deal with it later. Cover it tightly with a plastic wrap. It has to be touching the surface to prevent a skin forming on top of it. Now we are going to prepare the yogurt mousse. You need gelatin powder for this to make sure it will hold its shape. I always start by blooming the gelatin, as this helps to dissolve it later on. All you need to do is soak the gelatin for 5 to 10 minutes in room temperature water. So here I am adding 1 tablespoon of gelatin powder into 3 tablespoons of water. Meanwhile it's blooming, I will peel and cut my mangoes. I have 2 mangoes here, which are together about 400 grams when peeled and cut. I also use another half of a mango later on as a decoration for the top. After about 10 minutes, I dissolve the bloom gelatin in water. As you can see, I am using the double boiler method because I don't have a microwave. Now add 500 grams of Greek yogurt into a mixing bowl, followed by a scoop of whey protein powder. Combine with a whisk until smooth. Now to incorporate the gelatin, first add a spoon of the yogurt mixture into the gelatin, combine, and then pour into the mixing bowl. Give it a quick whisk to incorporate, and that's it. I didn't add any sweetener into this, as I like how the tanginess of the yogurt complements the sweetness of the pudding. The pudding has thickened in the meanwhile, so it's time to put everything together. So you remember when I told you not to worry about little lumps in the pudding? Well, now it's the time to fix that. All you need to do is to mix it with a whisk until you get a smooth texture. It's that easy. To arrange the dessert, you will need a baking dish lined with parchment paper. First, spread a thin amount of vanilla pudding at the bottom, so your graham crackers get soft from both sides. Then, add a layer of graham crackers. I have another video showing how to make protein graham crackers, but you can use any store-bought ones. Then, add another layer of vanilla pudding. Now, add the mango pieces. Add about half of the amount, so around 200 grams. And now the last layer, which is the yogurt mousse. I really like the contrasting flavors of a sweet vanilla pudding and a tangy yogurt mousse. Now just repeat the same steps again, one more time. So graham crackers, vanilla pudding, mango, and finish it off with the yogurt mousse. Here comes the hard part. You need to leave it in the fridge overnight, or at least for 4 hours. This is what the dessert looks like after being in the fridge overnight. You can see that it's fully set. Let's add some mango on top to mask the cracks that formed, most likely because of an uneven temperature in the fridge. I am using half a mango, or about 100 grams here. Now you're ready to slice and serve. Since my baking dish is a square, I decided to cut it into 9 pieces. Each piece has 350 calories. I find this portion perfect for me, but feel free to make smaller or bigger pieces, according to your preference. I love eating dessert for breakfast, but conventional desserts are high in simple carbohydrates that cause blood sugar spikes. That's why I create my own healthy alternatives that are lower in sugar and higher in protein, and will keep your blood sugar stable.